It was a rainy evening on the cusp of blue hour in late October when I left to meet Mason and Jack for dinner. I was driving and didn't get far before turning around to grab my camera and going for a walk. 'Cause while the hills were mostly bare, the trees in the neighborhood were at peak color. And so I moseyed up the sidewalks in the light rain as a few wood stoves plumed, and I soaked in the quaint beauty of simple suburbia. And just before it got dark, I took off over the mountain to Mason's.
How was travels with Simon Stone?
Dude, it was unbelievable. It was...
And we'll do a half pepperoni and half sausage. If that's... Ooh, I'm gonna take...
And so we ordered a pizza and grabbed some good beer and dessert too.
Things upside down. Yeah, like we're doing well so far. As long as country pie falls.
Never heard that term, but I know what you're getting at.
Half gal? Yeah, it's gonna be a half gal kind of night.
I figured I'd do about a half gal tonight. We'll just see how I feel in the morning.
And it's on rainy nights like this that I often feel inspired and stay up later than usual in my little apartment and read and write. And I had some beautiful mornings in there too. I love watching the trees out of my window change with the seasons. After watching them for 3 autumns in a row, I've learned to have a vague idea of how far along October is based on how they've changed. I don't know why the trees take longer to turn right here in town, but they do. And it was a pristine, warm, sunny autumn morning that I met Simon, Taylor, Kaylee, and Noah at our favorite breakfast spot. This was just before Simon and Taylor headed west. Good breakfast with people you love. That always charges my soul.
His nose when he gets into the whiting.
And though the dreaming tree had dropped its leaves by now, other sacred places held their rusty gold strong.
I forgot you said you were gonna be here. I was just coming to bring Diesel. Just went to Elmer's with Simon and Noah.
Oh, nice.
I was gonna tell you, but I didn't know what the fuck you were up to. It just feels so surreal, even like. Haven't really stood up.
And the cabin driveway was nearing its completion. It was more work than I ever expected, but as you know, nothing good comes easy. And once the driveway was done, we'd pick back up on finishing the cabin itself. And so at this point in October, I was in editing mode. I had shot ads for LLB, Netgear, and Winnie Socks, and I was spending every possible day in my office putting it all together.
Sing that song you used to sing back when everything's alright. Play that tune you used to do, do, and I'm fine.
And the thing I love about making ads and filming certain videos is sometimes it brings all the people I love together when we otherwise wouldn't have been. Like the LL Bean video with me, Simon, and Noah, or the Netgear segment with the entire gang. It's just always a lot of fun. And then we have those memories forever. So here's a little behind the scenes from the Netgear night so you can see what I mean.
On these emails.
Yeah, they're really piling
Way
up.
too much going on here. Honestly, who are these people?
Well, this, you know, and this is not helpful for anyone.
Alright, that's not the most.
Yeah, the old Ethernet, you know, they say it's gonna be nuts.
This is the
Sitting
spot.
up here, right? When you're like on a carpeted floor and there's books everywhere.
Alright, man. I'm so beat.
When you get down there, just we'll have them yell.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of living. What was that line you said?
Alright, guys, you be good. Don't forget who we are. Boys, getting down. I'm just gonna leave it.
Hey, yell up to me in a fervor. About
Would you
no. Just saying, Kyle, we gotta get these stones in place or something.
Come on, man, we gotta get these stones in place. What are you doing? You're dropping.
You can't swim, you know. Yeah. Well, how? What? Oh, from the grill, sure. Sure.
Want that?
What are you gonna charge?
I gotta charge.
I'll just take that. Smaller.
Yeah, coming over here, putting the roof on, and warming our hands up over the grill. Like, you gotta, you know?
You do.
Suddenly it's a cooking show.
Yeah.
Satisfaction.
And this was a typical night at the cabin. We were doing some sort of professional filming, and then we have to take a break for the compost or the soil to be delivered. It was just this cool sort of balance that kept you on your toes.
How are chicks here?
They're good. They're good. It wasn't as hot as I thought. So, which is good, because then, you know, they weren't burned. Good. But no, you never, you know,
You can't have, like, too many hatchets.
Right. I almost brought
A hatchet.
today.
Dude, the silhouettes.
These are special. I have.
Lone wolf out of Wolfsboro. Wolfsboro.
Mason, both of you guys. I haven't told you about New Hampshire, have I?
No.
About what?
New Hampshire,
No.
Winnie socks.
Ah, that's gonna take me home, but yeah.
Not only is it 8%, but it's a tall boy.
And after we left the cabin, we went to Mason's, where he showed Noah and I a closer look at what he does when he's not building things.
Anytime you're working with ice is very sensitive to.
The guy's just ruining that You'd never expect it, but he repairs headphones. I don't think he ever expected to do this either. But sometimes opportunities pop up and we find ourselves in places we never thought we'd be. It's all part of the journey.
Did you vote?
And on the last few days that John and I had the machine rented, winter came. And we worked a few afternoons in the mud and the snow, putting the final touches on the retaining walls and getting the driveway ready for the final mix. John, the master of this machine, finessing rocks into place where they'll be till the end of time, building something we'll all enjoy for the rest of our lives. And I was up to my knees in mud carrying rocks and tearing my biceps, but seeing the progress was enough to keep pushing through. There's just no feeling like watching a dream come to fruition from start to finish. And it was a Friday night when we laid the last stone. And I drove up out of the valley to a nearly full moon in a gorgeous winter sunset. And I sat there at the crest of the hill for a moment, processing the fact it was finally over. And at some point during all this, Noah and I filmed a website video for the coffee company, and I started designing the winter blends, which are coming soon.
Welcome to the show.
And I also got my hair cut for the first time since John and I went to Maine back in August. And it was my first time in my friend Dan's new shop. He's the one I played guitar with on my office porch back in the summer, and now he's officially open, and I'm very proud of him. His spot's going to be a town staple. And I had some great nights unwinding with my closest friends towards the end of October, too.
That's the yellowtail, tuna, and salmon.
This is well. Now that I'm filming, it runs away.
And then came the day John and I had to track the excavator up to the end of the road to be picked up. And it was one of the most beautiful mornings I've ever experienced. The fresh snow was still in the trees, but the sky was clear and the morning sun was warm and bright. And on the way to the cabin, I stopped by a swamp that would soon become the spot of a favorite memory between John and I. Something having to do with John's brother. I can't wait to show you what happened. And it was on this morning that I observed the confluence of winter and fall. I stood at the old ball field behind the hardware store and admired the rusty oaks and the spruce on the white hillside. and John got to the cabin before me as I was distracted by the ephemeral phenomena. And I drove over the old road that we put countless hours into fixing, where we loaded my old truck up with gravel and shoveled it out by hand on July nights. And there in duck boots and orange jacket with diesel can in hand was my best friend, the one who put everything aside to help me with my dream. And soon, I would be helping with his. And so we slowly made our way up the old road as the snow trickled off branches, catching shine of morning sun on the last day of October. And it was at the end of the road that I stopped, turned the machine off, and watched and listened to the raining of oak leaves landing in fresh snow. A moment that seemed to bring closure to the hectic pace of the fire of fall and allow reflection and a refresh for the next chapter of this great big wild life.